Since I was little my mom told me, there are thousands of women out there. If I cheat well just switch. So when I saw my girlfriend of 3 years, holding an umbrella for another man in the pouring rain, just when she thought she was well hidden, I didn't say a word, calmly took a photo. I directly sent the video of her and the junior kissing in the rain. All over Jing University, the comments from our mutual friends instantly flooded the screen. They're this anxious. I am not surprised at all. Who doesn't know how much Xiao Jiajia cared about me back then? She chased me for a full 2.5 years, relentlessly, begging 88 times in total. I stared at the updates. Suddenly I felt that his 100% love seemed to be split in half. One half for me, the other half secretly given to someone else. I didn't go to confront him, nor did I stage any wife-chasing drama. I just quietly logged out of all social media accounts, packed my bags, and left our place without looking back. The next morning, Xiao Jiajia received a call from her best friend. Xiao Jiajia, did a donkey step on your head? Hearing this, Xiao Jiajia was stunned for a moment. However, her best friend didn't give her time to think, and immediately started scolding. Shen Mo is such a good person. You don't cherish him, and you're involved with another man. What did he do to wrong you? Why do you want to disgust him like this? After being scolded by her best friend, Xiao Jiajia keenly grasped the key point in her words. He suddenly stood up. What do you mean? Explain yourself. Where are you now? I am asking you. Xiao Jiajia was about to answer, when she suddenly remembered that her bag was still with Lu Li at the hospital. So the words on the tip of her tongue stopped, and her best friend clearly knew why she wasn't answering. Seeing this, her anger intensified. You're still at the hospital? Accompanying that Lu Li, right? Do you know that the campus network has already been flooded with photos and videos of you too? Hearing this, Xiao Jiajia's mind exploded. He just remembered he had a date last night, but after taking Lu Li to the hospital, he got busy and forgot. What about Shen Mo? Did he wait for me at the cake shop all night? Most importantly, what will Shen Mo think when he sees those photos? He frantically hung up the phone, and then saw countless missed calls, and all of them were from me. At this moment, Xiao Jiajia clutched his chest in pain. He quickly opened the chat with me, and upon seeing my message asking to meet, he was about to call me to explain Shen Mo, but at this moment Lu Li, his hand was grabbed by Lu Li beside him. Xiao Jiajia, can you stay here with me? Xiao Jiajia didn't speak, ruthlessly opened Lu Li's hand. Reason told Xiao Jiajia at this moment, if he didn't arrive at the time I set, at the location I sent, I would be very angry. Thinking of the scene where I carried him away from the fire scene back then, Xiao Jiajia's uneasy heart gradually calmed down. No, he loved me so much. He even dared to rush into the fire for me. How could he give up on me because of this matter? Time ticked by. I looked at the empty seat in front of me. 10 minutes and then another 10 minutes. Xiao Jiajia still hadn't appeared, and at this time it was already an hour past our agreed time. A little disappointed, but not that disappointed. I wanted to break up in person. It's just a pity that someone doesn't want to part on good terms. I lowered my head and posted the edited content on my moments. A few minutes later, Jingda's campus network exploded again, because someone screenshotted my moments plus, and the content was happy to be single. I ignored the lively campus network again, and drove directly to the airport. Arrived at the airport, I asked the driver to drive the car back to the villa. And after informing Aunt Zhao of my whereabouts, I turned off my phone, and then boarded the plane. 3 hours after I boarded the plane, Xiao Jiajia finally left the hospital. However, he didn't expect that he would receive the news of my announcement of being single. So he incredulously clicked on my moments. But what greeted him was a red line. Seeing this, Xiao Jiajia was stunned. He couldn't help but suspect that I had blocked him, or deleted him. Thinking this, he fumbled and dialed my phone. But on the other end of the phone, only came the cold mechanical voice again and again. Xiao Jiajia didn't know what kind of situation he was in now. At this moment of being unable to contact me, the world seemed to be turned upside down. Everything in front of him lost its color, as he held onto the last shred of hope, and rushed to the address I sent him. Xiao Jiajia looked around, hoping to see my figure, but there was no one coming and going. This coffee shop was specially opened by Xiao Jiajia for me. This was also our most frequent dating spot. He gazed at the familiar place in front of him, as if every table held the figures of us talking animatedly and smiling during our dates. But in just a moment, the illusion in front of him shattered. Xiao Jiajia found a staff member, and asked with feigned calmness where I had gone. Young Master Shen sat here for 2 hours and then left. He didn't order anything either. When did he leave? I think it was around 10:30. Thinking about this time point, Xiao Jiajia lowered his head and looked at his phone. The message on it was, meet at the coffee shop at 9:30. But the current time was 2 p.m. And after I arrived at the agreed time, I waited for him for another hour. During this hour, what was Shen Mo thinking? And what kind of decision did he make that caused him to not make any move to contact me during this hour that I didn't appear? Although I really didn't want to admit it, but at this moment, Xiao Jiajia's self-righteous confidence shattered completely. He began to realize, I am really angry now. Shen Mo doing this now. Will he not want me anymore? As soon as this thought appeared, Xiao Jiajia couldn't help but her eyes turned sour. Her hands trembled uncontrollably. He returned to the car like a walking dead man. His trembling hands repeatedly dialed my phone. Time passed I don't know how long. Xiao Jiajia's other phone on the passenger seat. Lu Li probably couldn't get through to his phone, so he called his backup phone. But Xiao Jiajia had no intention of answering the phone. His chest felt stuffy. His head ached. His eyes felt sore. Even blinking felt like an extremely difficult task. But his mind was blank. Xiao Jiajia wanted to drive to Shen Mo's house to find me, but found that the hand holding the steering wheel Had no strength at all. In the few seconds Xiao Jiajia was stunned. Her best friend's call came in. Xiao Jiajia hurriedly answered. The first thing she said was help me. Her best friend on the other end of the phone was stunned. Then sighed and agreed. After telling her best friend her location, Xiao Jiajia finally felt like she had an outlet for her emotions. She murmured in pain, I can't reach Shen Mo. I didn't know it would be like this. He must be very sad. That's why he doesn't want to talk to me. You don't know. You are just greedy. Xiao Jiajia, if it weren't for our childhood friendship, with your behavior, I would also look down on you. Although her best friend's words were harsh, Xiao Jiajia did not refute. She lowered her head. She was also asking herself, why did I do something that wronged you? When did it start? It seems like even if everyone admired and praised, the child of another family, but he was the most special existence in my eyes. No matter when, as long as he was there, my gaze would fall on him. No matter what time, as long as he needed it, I would appear by his side without hesitation. I wouldn't throw tantrums, nor would I make demands. Working tirelessly, over time, the sharp and prominent me in the eyes of others had no edges in front of him. When a completely different Lu Li appeared, Xiao Jiajia started to get distracted. Compared to me who had few desires, Lu Li was too easily satisfied. As long as he gave a little, Lu Li would be happy for a month. This unfamiliar sense of accomplishment made him no longer resist Lu Li's deliberate approach. He began to be restless, began to lie to me, began to spend more time on Lu Li. But what did I do wrong? Xiao Jiajia had never felt like this before, realized her own baseness and shame. He leaned back powerlessly on the driver's seat. By the time her best friend arrived, Xiao Jiajia looked like she was about to die. Smelling the disinfectant on her, her best friend covered her nose in disgust. Don't tell me, you're going to see Shen Mo in these dirty clothes. Hearing her best friend's voice, Xiao Jiajia finally snapped back to reality. She pulled at the corner of her mouth. I'll go find him after I tidy up. I'll go find him after I tidy up. Looking at her like this, her best friend couldn't say anything more. She took her to a hotel to clean up and get ready, then headed to my place. However, the two of them stood at my doorstep for half an hour, and no one came out. Xiao Jiajia had no choice but to step forward and unlock it with her fingerprint. But as soon as her finger touched it, she received a recognition failed prompt. Hearing this mechanical voice, Xiao Jiajia froze on the spot. She refused to give up and tried again. But at this moment Aunt Zhao's voice came from behind her. Miss Xiao, Aunt Zhao, I am here to see Shen Mo. I know the young master is traveling and won't be home for a while. When will he be back? I am not sure. I'll be going abroad for a while tomorrow too. You don't need to come here anymore. Seeing Aunt Zhao about to go inside after saying this, Xiao Jiajia quickly stopped her. Could you please call Shen Mo for me? I have something to tell him. Please, this is the young master's decision. I can't help you. Miss Xiao, you've known the young master for so many years. You should know his temper. Ask yourself, what did you do that made our young master so resolute? And our young master from childhood to adulthood has never been wronged. You're the first person to make him cry. I hope you don't regret it. Xiao Jiajia's throat felt as if it were blocked by something. She couldn't say a word for a long time. As for Aunt Zhao's question, she couldn't answer. As the door in front of her closed again, tears finally streamed from Xiao Jiajia's reddened eyes. Her clenched fists turned white. She swayed precariously. Her best friend took in her appearance. But in the end she could only sigh. She and Xiao Jiajia both knew that they wouldn't be able to see me today. As for the future, Xiao Jiajia didn't dare to think about it. Meanwhile, on the other side, after the plane landed at Hong Kong International Airport, I accidentally ran into a man with a bulging belly, harassing a girl. He clearly wanted the girl's contact information, and after being rejected he deliberately made physical contact. Then he directly spread rumors that the girl was materialistic. Everyone around was watching the show, so I stepped in to help. But after only a few words, the man broke down and started cursing. I don't tolerate this kind of behavior. I directly took action. Not long after, airport security personnel rushed over, surrounding us. Meanwhile, in the VIP lounge not far away, several pairs of eyes took in the situation here. This guy's mouth is really something. He's very capable. It's just that there will be trouble next. Acting at the airport in Hong Kong. It's not a big deal, but it's not a small one either. If the man who was beaten up keeps pestering, I am afraid he'll have to spend a few days in the police station. Sister Han, are you going to America to save the hero? Don't worry, he doesn't need it. Hearing this, Zhang Yueyao's eyebrows still wanted to say something, but saw me make a phone call not far away. The leader of the security personnel picked up the walkie-talkie and said something, then respectfully made a gesture of invitation towards me. After I left, he would be kneeling on the ground, dragging away the man who was in so much pain that he couldn't get up. Sister Han, how did you know he wouldn't be in trouble? When that guy got off the plane, he was escorted out by the airport staff. To be so highly regarded by the staff not only means he has money, but he must also have another identity. Outside the airport, because the girls were too enthusiastic and insisted on treating me to a meal, I couldn't refuse. By the time I checked into the hotel, it was already 8 p.m. Looking at my phone, which was draining its battery rapidly due to frequent calls, generate power, I frowned in disgust. And then while charging it, I called my parents to report that I was safe. Then the next day, my parents asked me to report my hotel address to my older sister Shen Qingyue, so that she could bring me some things. After I hung up the phone, I saw another number sneakily getting through. I impatiently let out a huff. Although it was a strange number, I didn't need to think to know who it was. Just as Xiao Jiajia on the other end of the phone thought I wouldn't answer this call either. The call went through. Looking at the call screen, Xiao Jiajia's heart skipped a beat. Are you okay? In less than a day, Xiao Jiajia looked like a different person. Her eyes were red with dark circles underneath, and she was completely listless. But I saw it, and I didn't care. Miss Xiao, aren't you tired? 99 missed calls. If it weren't for the phone's good quality, I think my phone would have crashed. Where are you? I'll come find you. Can we talk things through face to face? What do you want to talk about? About how you were ambiguous with Lu Li behind my back. About how exciting your relationship with Bade was. Or about how even if you cheated, I am still the one you love the most? Xiao Jiajia, your apology means nothing to me. It's not like that. Shenmo, nothing substantial happened between Lu Li and me. At most it was that hug. Nothing else. Don't reject me outright. Give me a chance, okay? She choked up trying to salvage the situation. Ever since she lost contact with me yesterday, Xiao Jiajia felt like her world had gone blank. She had only one thought in her mind. He was the one she couldn't leave. She had only one thought in her mind. He is the one she cannot leave. Everything around me has meaning. So he contacted me like crazy. But I never expected to only get a "you're nothing" from him. Xiao Jiajia had more to say but no time to speak. Only the busy tone of the phone remained in the mobile phone. She redialed subconsciously, but found that I had already blocked this number. So she changed her phone and called again. I looked at my phone ringing again, thinking about what I promised my parents. So I endured and didn't turn off my phone. So the first thing I did after going out was to go to the business hall and get a new phone card. Then I sent my new number to my parents and suspended the use of the old card. Then I followed the map recommendation to the entrance of the bar. A few minutes later, Zhang Yueyao followed the bartender and walked towards me. At that time I was sitting at the bar, playing with my phone on the swivel chair. She raised her eyes and yawned. Then she stopped abruptly. It couldn't be such a coincidence. Zhang Yueyao's heart skipped a beat. Then she leaned next to me. I am the handsome guy in charge of the bar. What do you need me for? I've booked the booth area by the coast. And it was only after entering the bar that I discovered that the end of this stone slab street actually led to the coastline. Sitting in that position you can perfectly see the entire coastal scenery. I have some quirks. I like to find peace in the hustle and bustle. Zhang Yueyao looked towards the west side of the bar with my gaze. Then she smiled. You're being a bit domineering. That area is the best spot in the bar. And you want to occupy it all by yourself. If you weren't handsome enough, I would have kicked you out. As if by magic another card appeared. If you have money, do you want to earn it or not? Zhang Yueyao stared at the card in my hand. Then she squinted and smiled. She took the card and handed it to the waiter behind her. Then she asked me, how many seats do you need? Within 10 meters. Zhang Yueyao responded crisply and decisively. And gave a look. Someone immediately went to clear the area. Soon someone came and led me to the floor-to-ceiling window. Sister Yao, why did you agree to his request? The bar isn't short of money. Hearing this, Zhang Yueyao gave him a warning glance. Thinking of the scene at the airport when a certain woman's eyes wouldn't move away. She replied meaningfully, I am afraid someone will scold me. After he walked away, the young man who asked the question finally reacted. What did Zhang Yueyao say? Zhang Yueyao didn't care what the bar staff thought. She quickly entered the elevator. Then she rushed into the private room without stopping. Guess who I met downstairs? The two people in the private room had already fallen asleep. Seeing this, he pouted and yawned lazily. Then he closed his eyes. Leng Yu patted her awake. Go downstairs to eat something. Zhang Yueyao yawned and groggily followed the two out. As soon as she stepped out of the private room door, Zhang Yueyao suddenly came to her senses. Just as she was about to speak, then Ji Yu Qinghan was seen standing in front looking down. Noticing her gaze, Zhang Yueyao slapped her forehead. Sister Han, I forgot to tell you. That area is all taken by that guy. The bar where they often eat is also within 10 meters of me. Currently 1/3 of the customers in the hall are queuing in front of my spot. Those not queuing are also paying attention to me. Even many guys are coming to join the fun. I accept everyone, as long as they have good looks and a good figure. Anyone can sit opposite me and play around with me. The winner can get my contact information. The loser has to run a lap on the beach outside. Just as they are standing there, two more girls ran out. Zhang Yueyao, who had just noticed what was happening, was exaggeratedly speechless. This guy is so good at playing. Leng Yu made no comment. Ji Yu Qinghan, on the other hand, had already retracted his gaze. He lifted his foot and walked towards the elevator. For some reason, Zhang Yueyao inexplicably felt a chill. She deliberately bumped into Leng Yu. Don't you think something is wrong? Your brain is wrong. You can even sell your dining spot. Might as well donate your brain too. Ji Yu Qinghan dislikes the smell of food in the private rooms. So they dine on the first floor. Zhang Yueyao clearly knew why Leng Yu was angry. She quickly followed to beg for mercy. I'll go talk to him. Borrow a table for us to eat. Zhang Yueyao didn't take Leng Yu's indifference to heart. After going downstairs, she quickly ran towards me. She greeted me and sat down in front of me. Drinks are free today. Borrow a table for us to eat. Can you? After getting my nod, Zhang Yueyao immediately walked to the booth next to me. She waved to Ji Yu Qinghan and Leng Yu. Leng Yu suppressed her voice and said, good. He's also the owner of this place. And yet he has to borrow a table from a customer to eat. This is all Zhang Yueyao's doing. On the other hand, Ji Yu Qinghan seemed completely unaffected. He withdrew his gaze from my direction. Then he walked over and sat down next to Zhang Yueyao. While waiting for the food to be served, Zhang Yueyao lay on the sofa near me, watching me play dice with people who came to chat. Time ticked by. There were few people left in front of me. None of them could beat me. Seeing this, I yawned out of boredom. I got up to leave. Zhang Yueyao was stunned when she saw my movement. Then she quickly said, "You're leaving? Are you bored? Why don't you consider playing with us? My sister Han is very good at dice." Hearing this, I stopped. My gaze fell on the woman who was looking at her phone. To be honest, this woman is the most pleasing to my eye among all the women I've met. As if sensing my gaze, Ji Yu Qinghan, who was looking at his phone, looked up. I generously nodded at him. Then I walked over to him. "Want to play?" Ji Yu Qinghan chuckled. "Play what? Such a commotion over there. Didn't this person notice? Such a big commotion on my side. This person didn't notice. After all, he was playing on his phone." My interest completely vanished. Anyway, it was because of this just now that the person's gaze fell on me. That's why I came over as a matter of course. Since they're not interested, I offered an apologetic smile. "Sorry to bother you." As soon as I finished speaking, I turned to leave. Ji Yu Qinghan watched my retreating back, his heart inexplicably tightening. "Go away," blurted out, but I pretended not to hear. However, Zhang Yueyao didn't want me to leave like this. She quickly rushed over and stopped me, speaking in a flustered manner. "Play, play, play." My sister Han said play. "I don't want to play with her. How about playing with you?" Hearing this, Luo Qingyue was stunned. He noticed Ji Yu Qinghan's gaze and immediately reacted. Then he shook his head vigorously. "I don't want to play. You play with my sister Han. My sister Han is very good." He said words of praise, but his eyes were full of pleading. Heaven knows Ji Yu Qinghan rarely looks at others twice. If he messed this up, Zhang Yueyao's influential friends would skin him alive. Although it was the first time we met, I quickly understood his meaning. I am not very willing, so I planned to refuse indirectly. But he didn't want to play with me. How could that be? She's just being pretentious, you know? I chuckled subconsciously and looked back at Ji Yu Qinghan, seeing him awkward and stiff because of those words, yet trying hard to maintain a facade of nothing happening. I laughed even more unrestrainedly. I sat back down in front of him. I shook the dice cup on the table. "How do we play?" Ji Yu Qinghan leaned forward slightly. "Best of 3. According to your rules, if I lose, I'll run a lap. If I win, I get your contact information. Can it be big or small?" Ji Yu Qinghan didn't argue. "Then small. You go first." Ji Yu Qinghan didn't refuse any further. He pushed the dice cup on the table casually, shaking it 2 or 3 times before stopping. Then he made a gesture to invite me. I also shook it a few times and put it down. But the result was exactly as Zhang Yueyao said. Even though I rolled 3 ones every time, Ji Yu Qinghan rolled 3 of a kind. I am not one to complain about losing. I accept my fate. I immediately got up ready to go out for a run. Seeing my action, Ji Yu Qinghan immediately winked. Zhang Yueyao suddenly understood. She stopped me again. "Wait, handsome guy, please stay. Why are you sisters so kind? You don't want me to go out and run?" "Of course not. We won. We want your contact information." Hearing this, I couldn't pretend to be foolish anymore. I had no choice but to honestly take out my phone. After we saved each other's contact information, Zhang Yueyao also joined in. "I want to join too, but I am definitely not as good at playing dice as you are. Why don't I give you a free pass every time you come here from now on? Then you might as well treat me to a meal." Zhang Yueyao's personality makes it obvious she's a good eater. I am not afraid of stepping on a landmine. Hearing this, Zhang Yueyao quickly scanned the code. "Then it's a deal. My name is Zhang Yueyao. By the way, are you here in Gangsheng for tourism? Currently, you could say that. If you need anything, just send me a message. I am going back to rest. See you next time." Saying that without waiting for Zhang Yueyao to stop her, I left the bar first. Seeing Ji Yu Qinghan's thoughtful expression, Leng Yu couldn't help but ask, "What's wrong, Sister Han? Are you interested in him?" Ji Yu Qinghan rubbed her slightly throbbing temples and sighed, "But he's not interested in me." Leng Yu was non-committal and shot Zhang Yueyao a glance. "It seems he's more enthusiastic about Zhang Yueyao than you." But these words startled Zhang Yueyao, who was scrolling through my WeChat moments. How is that possible? But thinking about the scene just now, it does seem so. Shen Mo is nicer to me than he is to Ji Yu Qinghan. Saying that, she handed her phone to Ji Yu Qinghan. "Look, he just broke up. Looking at his moments was just a couple of days ago." Hearing this, Leng Yu leaned over in disbelief. "What? No way. There are such blind people. Although my personality and looks aren't his type, he wouldn't lie and say I am bad. It was only when he saw the content of my moments that he was unusually silent for a moment. There really are people that blind." Zhang Yueyao frowned and began to analyze. "So Shen Mo came to Gangsheng to heal his heartbreak. That's great. Sister Han, strike while the iron is hot." Looking at Zhang Yueyao, who was excitedly saying this, Ji Yu Qinghan couldn't help but doubt herself. "Am I that obvious?" "Not obvious. It's just that from the first moment you saw Shen Mo yesterday, you couldn't bear to look away. And at the airport yesterday, you said he didn't need our help, but you still contacted the airport authorities to facilitate things for him." When Ji Yu Qinghan said that, she had just sent a message. Zhang Yueyao's eyes were sharp, and she immediately saw the message he sent. If Ji Yu Qinghan's actions yesterday could still be considered a moment of kindness, then his actions today truly exceeded both their expectations. That's why Zhang Yueyao suggested borrowing my place, and why she egged me on to play drinking games with Ji Yu Qinghan. Ji Yu Qinghan didn't refuse, which meant his guess was correct. Looking at the two of them winking at each other, Ji Yu Qinghan shook her head helplessly. Ji Yu Qinghan had never been in a relationship, but she knew that his feelings for me were definitely more than just wanting to be ordinary friends. Her heart raced uncontrollably, her body felt hot, all reminding him these were experiences he had never had before. Thinking of him murmuring my name in his heart, while Zhang Yueyao and Leng Yu were amateurishly watching, his ears turned red. Finally he spoke to set the rules. Don't bother him. Zhang Yueyao and Leng Yu exchanged glances. Nodded in agreement. Leng Yu knew that feelings should be left to nature. And Zhang Yueyao felt that. As long as Ji Yu Qinghan wasn't mentioned, then him asking me out to play wouldn't be a violation of Ji Yu Qinghan's suggestion. On the other side, I noticed from the moment I left the bar. Quite a few eyes were watching my movements. Before I could do anything, those gazes disappeared completely, after circling around a few more times, confirming that the eyes following me in secret had truly disappeared. I then took a taxi back to the hotel. After a simple wash-up, I walked to the hotel balcony with my phone. I lay on the rocking chair, opened Green Bubble and started replying to messages. My friend immediately sent a few question marks, then started informing me of what happened today. On the campus network, Xiao Jiajia and Lu Li, photos and videos were gone. He speculated that Xiao Jiajia had someone do it. My friend also sent a photo. Xiao Jiajia said on the campus network that she and Lu Li were just a misunderstanding. Your relationship is very stable. You haven't broken up. I saw many people believed it. We grew up together as childhood sweethearts. At Jingshui University, Fan Qianxi coupled with his appearance, family background and abilities were evenly matched. After the photos from my moments were exposed that day, many people didn't believe it, thinking someone deliberately photoshopped them, deliberately trying to sow discord. Today Xiao Jiajia issued such a statement. More people believe that Xiao Jiajia and I haven't broken up. Clicking on the photo sent by my friend, it was a screenshot of Xiao Jiajia's statement. Thank you all for your concern, Def. But my relationship with Shen Mo is stable, EF. As for the photos from the past 2 days, they were just a kind act of helping someone in need. Please, do not continue to maliciously spread related photos and videos. Otherwise I will take measures to protect my personal rights. A very short statement, righteous and impeccable. I twitched the corner of my mouth. After replying to my friend a few sentences, I opened the campus network forum. Xiao Jiajia's post was still at the top. I found it without even searching. I clicked on the comments section and directly typed a line. I am currently single. The statement about my stable relationship with Xiao Jiajia is purely Xiao Jiajia's personal fabrication, and the photos and videos of Xiao Jiajia and Lu Li embracing romantically in the rain. I was the one who exposed them in the first place. Wishing the two of you a lifetime of happiness. Since Xiao Jiajia wants to disgust me so much, there's no need for me to be too polite. So I copied this message again and posted it on my own homepage. I also tagged Xiao Jiajia and Lu Li. I felt refreshed and played with my phone for a while, then went back to my room to sleep. Meanwhile, seeing my reply, Xiao Jiajia's face had turned as black as it could be. She immediately clicked on my campus network private message page. F. Shen Mo, where are you? Do you have to be so ruthless? Considering our many years of relationship, for the sake of our many years of friendship, give me a chance. Let me explain it to you, okay? Xiao Jiajia still didn't get my reply. She leaned on the sofa, heartbroken and powerless. She picked up the wine on the table, drank it and then sent me a message. It's okay if we don't meet. Lu Li, I'll explain it to you now, okay? I just want you to care about me a little more. He and I only had that hug that day. Shen Mo, I only love you. I never thought about separating from you. Please don't be heartless and abandon me, okay? After sending this message, Xiao Jiajia collapsed on the carpet along the sofa. He didn't know which force was involved. In short, she can't find my current location at all. I didn't even give him a chance to breathe. Just like that, I disappeared from her life. Xiao Jiajia was in pain all the time. She could only flip through the chat records with me, hoping to receive my message the next second. He thought even if I scolded him or hit him, it would be better than not giving him any news at all. Receiving such a cold and heartless message from me made his heart ache like being cut by a knife. Xiao Jiajia closed her eyes. Tears rolled down her eyes. Shen Mo, I really know I was wrong. Why can't you be a little softer towards me? Clearly you loved me so much. Ever since I threw a bomb on the campus network that day, I haven't paid much attention to the news in Jing City. This day I took a nap while it was raining. As soon as I woke up, I received a message from Zhang Yueyao. We only met once. I really didn't expect her to be so proactive. Thinking about it, I clicked on the chat window. Shen Mo, do you want to go out and play? I am having a party at the manor. The scenery is very nice. Are you interested? As soon as I clicked on the chat window, Zhang Yueyao on the other side saw the prompt that the other party was typing. She quickly sent another message. They are all people with good personalities in the circle. I will never let them ruin your mood. Deleted the words no and go. She has considered it to this extent. And I happen to have nothing else to do. It's not impossible to go and play. Then I asked her to inform me of the time and place. Zhang Yueyao grinned happily. Let's leave in an hour. That place is private property. No outside vehicles are allowed in. It'll pick you up. Of course, if you don't want to, I can wait for you at the intersection. Since I've agreed to go play together, I don't mind exposing my address. Given the status of the Luo family in Hong Kong, if they really wanted to investigate, they would be able to find out. So I directly sent a location. The hour passed quickly. As soon as I got up, I received a photo sent by Zhang Yueyao with the caption, I am downstairs. After telling my sister Shen Qingyue about my itinerary, I took the elevator downstairs. When I walked out of the hotel, Zhang Yueyao spotted me at a glance. She first leaned her body out of the car window, then realized it was inappropriate, and immediately ducked back into the car, then opened the car door. Actually, Zhang Yueyao didn't need to greet me, I could see her. A white Range Rover is too conspicuous. I walked quickly to the car. I was hesitating whether to sit in the front or back seat. Zhang Yueyao directly opened the back door for me. There's an ancestor in the front row. You'll have to make do with the back row. Sorry, I nodded and thanked him. Just as I was about to get in the car, a pair of hands appeared in my line of sight. I looked up, my gaze met his and the gaze of the person in the car. We met again. I am still amazed by Ji Yuqinghan's beauty. This person's life is truly perfect. Do you need me to give you a hand? Hearing this, I was a little confused about his intentions. I looked at his face again. Finally, I generously took his arm. After settling in, I started to buckle my seatbelt. Ji Yuqinghan on the other hand was staring intently at the spot where my hand had just been. He thought my hand was very warm, and when my hand touched him, he felt a tickle in his heart. His body trembled slightly. Ji Yuqinghan felt something strange. His whole body felt like it was on fire. He pursed his lips, feeling the heat rising in his ears. He quickly turned his head to look out the window, trying to hide it. Zhang Yueyao saw everything that happened behind her. She chuckled to herself. Then she hummed a tune and started the car. On the road, I was gripping the seatbelt a little too tightly. Ji Yuqinghan, who had already calmed down, sharply noticed my actions. He pondered for a moment, then raised his foot and gently kicked the chair in front of him. Drive slower. Shen Mo, are you feeling unwell? Ah, I am carsick. It's okay, it's not a big problem. I get carsick but I don't throw up. I just feel dizzy. Zhang Yueyao heard this. She immediately slowed down even more. Sensing her actions, I quickly stopped her. Just drive at your usual speed. Better a short pain than a long one. Zhang Yueyao was a little suspicious, but seeing my determined gaze, she had no choice but to speed up. After a few minutes, Ji Yuqinghan suddenly stopped the car again. Soon the person waiting by the roadside handed over the handbag they were holding. Ji Yuqinghan took it. He opened it and looked. After confirming it was what he wanted, he took out the contents of the bag and handed them to me. Honey grapefruit and lemon tea can help relieve some discomfort. Then he pointed to himself. This is for me. You're the only one in this car who needs it. Then I won't be polite. Thank you. I smiled at him politely. Then I took the cup. Seeing me tilt my head back, my Adam's apple bobbing up and down, Ji Yuqinghan was momentarily lost in thought. Ji Yuqinghan took out another box of medicine from the bag and handed it to me. Motion sickness medicine, unopened. This time I was really a little embarrassed. So I recalled his name. I turned my head to look at him. Ji Yuqinghan, are you always this thoughtful and considerate? Are you always this thoughtful and considerate? Zhang Yueyao in the front row heard this and burst into laughter. Ji Yuqinghan was meticulous. This was simply the most ridiculous joke he had heard since he grew up. However, Ji Yuqinghan in the back row was not guilty, but he didn't answer my question either. Instead, he said with a smile, there's still an hour's drive to our destination. After taking the medicine, the second half won't be too uncomfortable. I tilted my head back and swallowed it. Then I leaned back in my seat to rest. As for whether Ji Yuqinghan was a meticulous person, but we are strangers, it doesn't really matter to me. Time ticked by. My breathing became steadier. My head gradually swayed with the car. Just as I was about to hit the car window, Ji Yuqinghan leaned over and instinctively reached out his hand. The woman's hand was placed between my head and the glass. In the next second, my forehead landed steadily in her palm. When Ji Yuqinghan could see my face by lowering his eyes, he realized how abrupt his actions were. He held his breath involuntarily, afraid of disturbing me while I was still asleep. But at this moment, Ji Yuqinghan suddenly felt that his heart was beating out of his control, completely revealing his nervous and flustered state. When I opened my eyes, the scene I saw was Ji Yuqinghan, his expression tense. The distance between us was very close. So close that not only Ji Yuqinghan smelled my scent, but I also smelled Ji Yuqinghan's sandalwood fragrance. His arm was across in front of me. The place where my forehead rested was warm. I moved my body slightly, freeing Ji Yuqinghan's hand. Ji Yuqinghan withdrew his hand, his face a little flustered. Sorry to disturb your rest. I shook my head, looking at his eyebrows and eyes. I also like the smell of sandalwood very much. Among perfumes, I am obsessed with the smell of sandalwood. Because of this, I also give Xiao Jiajia some perfumes with sandalwood ingredients. Xiao Jiajia has never used them, but Ji Yuqinghan in front of me made me confirm my aesthetic. A cool woman suits this kind of woody perfume. Thinking about it, my eyes lit up. I have a perfume that would suit you very well, but I didn't bring it. I'll have someone mail it to you another day. Can I give it to you then? Hearing this, Ji Yuqinghan stared fixedly into my eyes. After a long pause, he forced himself to look away. Does Mr. Shen often give gifts? No, but Miss Gus' appearance and temperament really match that perfume of mine. I had it custom made. It's unique in the world. Do you want it? Ji Yuqinghan had not given me a clear answer just now. Time passed second by second. Zhang Yueyao, who was driving in the front, felt an indescribable warmth in the car. She consciously did not speak to disturb them. Ji Yuqinghan suppressed the urge to smile. Then it settled, saying that I asked him for his address on my phone. Zhang Yueyao drove a bit further, and then reminded us that ancestor has arrived. As she spoke, her car stopped at a fork in the road, and two cars were already parked there. A young boy ran over. You Zhang Yueyao, you didn't even come to pick me up. But when he saw who was in the back seat of the car, he suddenly stood at attention. Then he quickly smiled obsequiously. Hello Sister Qinghan, long time no see. Ji Yuqinghan glanced at him indifferently, but with just that glance, Xiao Yan shivered. Xiao Yan feared nothing, and could even spar with his own father. But he was terrified of Ji Yuqinghan to the bone. If he had known Ji Yuqinghan would be at the gathering today, he would have definitely made an excuse to decline. Didn't you say Ji Yuqinghan wasn't coming? Why is she here all of a sudden? He shrunk his neck, trying to hide behind others. But as he moved his feet, he saw another person getting out of the car. After introductions, he greeted me. He seemed like a friendly guy. After a few words, he started asking me if my family had any older brothers or sisters. Just as I was about to answer. But at this moment, a voice suddenly came from behind us. What are you guys talking about? The voice was so cold that I got goosebumps. And Xiao Yan, who had been winking at me just now, heard this voice, as if his throat was being choked. Nothing much, but are you very interested in what I am talking about? As he spoke, his eyes darted around. He glanced at me, then smiled, and ran off. Seeing me left out, Ji Yu Qinghan not far away called me. I looked in the direction of the sound. I saw Ji Yu Qinghan leaning against the Range Rover, beckoning me over. Judging by her lips, she seemed to be calling me over. I admit this scene was pleasing to the eye, but why did it feel like I was being called to play with a dog? I muttered softly, and walked over unhurriedly. Ji Yu Qinghan stared at my moving lips. When I got closer, she asked, "What were you just saying?" Hearing this, my expression froze. I thought Ji Yu Qinghan had such good hearing. I don't think I even made a sound. From my conflicted expression, Ji Yu Qinghan easily guessed what I was thinking. I saw it, not heard it. Only then did I turn around in realization. I found a spot next to Ji Yu Qinghan and leaned against it. I didn't say anything. If Ji Yu Qinghan heard what I was thinking just now, and really treated me like a dog, would I still have any dignity? Ji Yu Qinghan could obviously tell that this was a perfunctory answer. Thinking about it, she changed the subject. Are you feeling any better after getting out of the car? I am much better, not feeling too uncomfortable. Actually, after drinking honey water and sleeping for a while, I felt much better. Now that the medicine might be taking effect, and I've gotten out to breathe some fresh air, I feel even less carsick. Hearing him say this, Ji Yu Qinghan's smile deepened. Ji Yu Qinghan's smile deepened at the corner of her lips. In the end, neither of us spoke. We both looked up at the sky in front of us at the same time. Xiao Yan in the distance had already started playing with others. He looked left and right. He chose to go and complain to Zhang Yueyao. As he passed by Ji Yu Qinghan and me on the way, he even ran a bit faster. Seeing the young man full of energy, I couldn't help but smile. Ji Yu Qinghan, who was beside me, quickly noticed my smiling face. You like Xiao Yan's personality. Ji Yu Qinghan could tell. From Zhang Yueyao to Xiao Yan, I have a soft spot for people with this kind of personality. I can't resist people who are outgoing and boisterous. How did you figure that out? I saw it with my eyes. Then your eyes are really good at seeing. Don't you think people with their personalities are very warm? When I first arrived in the country, I felt out of place with everything around me. Although I could speak Chinese, my use of context and speed of speech was far behind that of children my age. Perhaps it was pride, but I was very reluctant to speak in front of others, afraid they would see my shortcomings. But there were always a few children around, who kept pestering me to play with them. Perhaps they thought I was good looking, so even though I refused them again and again, they still patiently followed me. They started to notice that my speech was slow, but they didn't mock me. Instead, they patiently waited for me to finish speaking. Later, they also helped me practice my speed of speech. Over time, once I became familiar, I completely integrated into my surroundings. Although we had little contact after graduation, ever since then, I have had a natural sense of closeness towards people with their personalities. I was reminiscing about the past, and Ji Yu Qinghan, upon hearing the word warm, began to reflect inwardly. Would Shen Mo find my personality warm? The answer was no. Apart from Zhang Yueyao and a few others, almost no one in Hong Kong feared him. He would never be the type of person who made others feel warm. The group set off again. Arriving at the manor, everyone was busy with their own tasks, and only Xiao Yan and I were idle. He pulled me to a corner of the manor, and then gave me a thumbs up. You're so cool. So since I am praising you so much, can you tell me what your relationship with Sister Han is? Why do you ask? Because you're the first opposite sex person to appear beside Sister Han and be favored by her. The first? Really? With Ji Yu Qinghan's looks, she must have no shortage of admirers, right? You're surprised, aren't you? I am surprised too. Brother Mo, how exactly did you win over Sister Han? He clearly assumed that my relationship with Ji Yu Qinghan was unusual. In Xiao Yan's perception, Ji Yu Qinghan was cold, slow to warm up and unfriendly. These people could only get FaceTime with Ji Yu Qinghan by relying on the influence of their elders. According to the information he gathered from Zhang Yueyao, Ji Yu Qinghan had been preparing for today. Show your face in front of Ji Yu Qinghan. Based on the information he gathered from Zhang Yueyao, Ji Yu Qinghan for today, the parties I originally didn't plan to attend all came. But even so, he and I had only met for the second time at best. Even when the group of people gathered just now, Ji Yu Qinghan found an excuse to pull me into his car, acting as my driver. Let alone Xiao Yan, even Zhang Yueyao and the others hadn't ridden in a car driven by Ji Yu Qinghan. What are you talking about? It'll take him down. I tilted my head in confusion and looked at Ji Yu Qinghan not far away. As if sensing my gaze, he also turned his eyes towards me. Our eyes met. I smiled at him without hesitation, then turned my words to Xiao Yan. Why would I take him down? Couldn't it be that he wants to take me down? Combined with the reactions of Zhang Yueyao and the others, I wouldn't be so slow as to not see that Ji Yu Qinghan has feelings for me. Brother Mo, you're so boastful. Are you serious? Just kidding. I don't plan to have any relationship with your sister Han for now. Don't overthink it. Seeing my calm reaction, Xiao Yan immediately became a little anxious. You can have one. I am just asking out of pure curiosity. I don't mean anything else. I have someone I like. It's the person who came with me just now. I know. Don't be nervous. Seeing his anxious expression, I quickly comforted him. At the same time I wondered what Ji Yuqinghan had done to scare him like this. Familiar footsteps came from behind. Xiao Yan was in a position to see who was coming. But the next second he swept his gaze over. He hid behind me. Brother Mo, Sister Han and Sister Yueyao are coming. Seeing him wanting to shrink his whole body behind me, Zhang Yueyao couldn't help but want to laugh. And seeing their reactions, Xiao Yan fell silent. She only knew that as long as I was there, Ji Yuqinghan wouldn't pay too much attention to her. As expected, from the moment Ji Yuqinghan walked over to stop, his gaze was always on me, until the four of them fell silent at the same time. Ji Yuqinghan finally gave Xiao Yan a look. This look was like a rescue order for Xiao Yan. With a whoosh he took a big stride and ran out. Seeing this I twitched the corner of my mouth, and stared at Ji Yuqinghan. You scared Xiao Yan away. Who will keep me company to pass the time? Zhang Yueyao spoke up. Sister Han will keep you company. There's a swing here. Sister Han likes to sit on swings. Why don't you two go play? You decide. I'll go see how the food is being prepared. In just this short while, the two of them had disappeared. Ji Yuqinghan wasn't in a hurry, just stood quietly beside me. Occasionally his gaze would fall on me. Seeing me staring at the scenery in front of me lost in thought. He didn't disturb me. Half an hour later, until Zhang Yueyao and the others called for dinner, I came back to my senses. I walked over with Ji Yuqinghan. The vegetables in the manor are homegrown. Even the chickens, ducks and geese were just slaughtered. It's all about freshness. This group of people even brought a whole chef team. After eating, time came to the evening. The others tacitly understood, and left me to Ji Yuqinghan. So a line of cars entered the city of Port City. Then they gradually dispersed, until finally, only Ji Yuqinghan was still driving on the road. He slowed down the speed again and again, hoping the road could be longer. Even longer. In the end I couldn't hold on any longer. Drowsily I closed my eyes. Only then did he speed up 80. Arrived at the hotel, Ji Yuqinghan got out of the car again, taking the handbag handed over by the person waiting at the door. Someone made you a hawthorn juice. But half a cup is enough. Drinking too much might upset your stomach. Okay, thank you for your concern, Miss Ji Yu. I am going up now. Send me a message when you get home to let me know you're safe. After saying that I waved my hand, turned around and entered the hotel, until my figure completely disappeared from sight. Ji Yuqinghan turned around and got back into the car to leave. A few days later in a basement somewhere in Port City, hoarse and weak pleas could be heard. The iron door at the entrance of the basement was pushed open. The person who had been waiting there handed over the gloves that had been prepared long ago. Sister Han, the necessary questions have been asked. The things they photographed have also been dealt with. How much did they photograph? The assistant immediately handed over the phone. These are some photos of Mr. Shen's daily outings. The hotel where that gentleman stayed is relatively safe, so these people haven't had time to infiltrate. Ji Yuqinghan took the phone, flipping through each photo. When he saw my smiling face in the photos, his cheeks involuntarily turned red. But thinking about this, these photos were obtained by these people through dirty means. Ji Yuqinghan's face fell. He patiently deleted each photo, ensuring there would be no future trouble, then asked the assistant who was behind the scenes. It's Lu Ruyan, the eldest grandson of the Lu family. That day Mr. Shen went to a bar to play. He happened to be there. Lu Ruyan is a looks-oriented person. Mr. Shen's appearance is there. It's normal for him to set his sights on Mr. Shen. Ji Yuqinghan walked towards the room at the end of the corridor, and then began to refute. It has nothing to do with Shen Mo's appearance. He hired people to track and secretly photograph Shen Mo, purely because he is a playboy. Walking to the room, he personally interrogated the few people soaking in the water again. After confirming there was no other missing information, Ji Yuqinghan took off his gloves and threw them on the ground. Ignoring the tragic screams behind him, Ji Yuqinghan turned and left. He sent what they did and the evidence together. The rest is up to the higher-ups. Oh, and find time to have the old man Lu come see me. The people he can't control, I'll help him control them. The next day I was alone in bed for a long time, but still couldn't open my eyes. It wasn't until Shen Qingyue called that I reluctantly got out of bed. Still sleeping. It should be noon in the country now. Slept so beautifully last night. I don't want to get up. People I know in Port City noticed. Someone has been following you these days. After getting this news, I had people investigate the identities of these people. But 2 days ago, all the people following you disappeared. Just now, my people just got the news. They were sent inside. Hearing this, I suddenly opened my eyes. Sister, wasn't it your people who did it? Of course it wasn't me. Would I still tell you? Hearing this I frowned, as I pondered the truth. Several familiar figures appeared in my mind. Waited for a while, without waiting for me to speak. Shen Qingyue keenly sensed something. Immediately asked directly. Have a guess. Ji Yuqinghan and Zhang Yuyao know me. A few days ago I had dinner with them. But whether they made the move, I am not sure. Why are they helping you? Because you are from the Ji Yu family of the Jing clan. I thought about it, arrogantly said I don't know. Maybe Ji Yuqinghan wants to pursue me. But why Ji Yuqinghan? Not Zhang Yueyao. After a strange silence, Shen Qingyue thought about it seriously, and felt it was not impossible. Now it was my turn to be silent. After a moment I spoke. Maybe because Ji Yuqinghan is better looking than Zhang Yuyao. Ji Yuqian's actions are complicated, and the current head of the Ji Yu family. Ordinary people can't afford to offend. Are you sure you want to deal with him? What about Xiao Jiajia? Have you really let him go? Shen Qingyue believed, with my personality, I should let go of Xiao Jiajia so quickly. Otherwise I wouldn't have to leave Jing City for Port City. The reason for doing this is nothing more than wanting to hide. Hide until I completely let go of my feelings for Xiao Jiajia. And won't be soft-hearted and turn back because of Xiao Jiajia's weakness. But these should not be used by another person. Another relationship to achieve the goal. Instantly got Shen Qingyu's idea. I immediately rolled my eyes. Sister, I broke up, not lost my wife. And since Xiao Jiajia did something wrong to me, why should I be sad about losing her? Even hurt an innocent person for her. The education I received did not make me miss a cheating scumbag. Never forget, leaving Jing City, I just wanted to go out and play. If it has to be related to Xiao Jiajia, that is I don't want to give him a chance to pester and disgust me. Can you understand what I mean? Hearing this, Shen Qingyue should have breathed a sigh of relief, because I wouldn't lie to them. But thinking of Ji Yu Qinghan who was interacting with me, he breathed a sigh of relief again. After all, compared to Xiao Jiajia, Ji Yu Qinghan is really too dangerous. Comforted my worried elder sister again. Then I found an excuse that I was hungry and needed to find food. Hung up the phone. Then I opened Zhang Yueyao's chat window. Asked her about the tracking matter. But she said she didn't know either. Then she directly called me. It's not me, but I think it might be Sister Han. Or even if it's not Sister Han, she can help you find out. Why don't you go ask? It's like this. Sister Han might be a bit busy today. She might not have time to reply to your message. I happen to be going to see her. Why don't I take you there directly? Does this sound reasonable? Since Ji Yu Qinghan is busy, she still has time to talk to me. I thought this, so I asked directly. Since Ji Yu Qinghan is busy, she still has time to talk to me. Hearing this, Zhang Yueyao slapped her forehead and weakly explained, the implication of this is too obvious. No matter how busy Sister Han is, she still has time to see you. Do you want to go? Go. But I pretended not to understand. That's fine, but I don't know the way. Send me the address first. No need to be so troublesome. I'll pick you up. After saying that, he hung up the phone. Half an hour later, Zhang Yueyao's car drove into the Ji Yu family's old mansion. After parking the car, there was still some distance to walk. Along the way, I smelled that sandalwood scent several times. We walked to the front of the villa and saw an old man standing at the door, bent over. Beside him, a woman was kneeling. My gaze swept over the two of them. I had doubts in my heart, but I had no intention of investigating. Zhang Yueyao stopped in front of the old man, nodded her head, and politely called out, Old Master Lu. It's Yueyao. Are you here to see Ji Yu Qinghan? Yes, I have something to see Sister Han about. Then I'll go in first. Old Master Lu forced a smile. Zhang Yueyao casually replied. Her gaze swept over Old Master Li's pale face, and his forehead covered in sweat. Old Master Lu nodded his peripheral vision, saw me walking alongside Zhang Yueyao, and was a little surprised. Whose young master is this? To be brought by Zhang Yueyao to see Ji Yu Qinghan. His identity is probably not simple. While thinking about my identity, he didn't notice his granddaughter kneeling beside him. When she saw my appearance, her expression stiffened. Now Lu Ruyan finally understood why Ji Yu Qinghan suddenly attacked the Lu family. Didn't he only meet Ji Yu Qinghan once? Did Zhang Yueyao fall for him? Or did Ji Yu Qinghan fall for him? It's over. I am competing with Ji Yu Qinghan for a man. But I haven't made a move yet. I just hired someone to take a few photos. To understand, the more Lu Ruyan thought, the paler her face became. He silently swallowed a mouthful of cold air. Then he raised his hand and tugged at Old Master Li's sleeve. I might know the reason Ji Yu Qinghan targeted our family. Wait for me for a moment. I'll go report it. On the other side, Zhang Yueyao led me to the living room entrance and asked me to wait for a moment. He went to report it. After entering the living room, he greeted the group of big shots sitting there, then walked to Ji Yu Qinghan's side and reminded him in a low voice. Shen, I brought him here when I saw you. He's at the entrance. Do you want to see him? Ji Yu Qinghan, who was looking at documents and hadn't paid much attention to Zhang Yueyao's appearance, heard this and slowly raised his head. He looked past the living room to the jade screen at the entrance. Then he handed the document in his hand to his assistant. That's all for today. You can all go. In the Ji Yu family, Ji Yu Qinghan's word was law. No matter how far the banquet progressed, or whether the issues to be resolved were resolved, as long as Ji Yu Qinghan said it was over, no one dared to stay for another moment. The people in the living room left one by one. I maintained a polite smile, but Ji Yu Qinghan's figure appeared in my sight first. Then he stopped 2 steps away from me, restraining the urge to approach. Mr. Shen, I apologize for making you wait. I shook my head, feeling the others' exploratory gazes falling on me from time to time, and calmly continued to talk to Ji Yu Qinghan. I didn't wait long at all. I have something I want to ask you. Ji Yu Qinghan made a gesture of invitation. I stepped forward, walking step by step until I passed Ji Yu Qinghan and entered the living room. Seeing Ji Yu Qinghan actually slower than me, following the group preparing to leave, someone couldn't suppress their curiosity, and asked in a low voice, Who is this? I don't know him. Don't ask too many questions about things unrelated to your duties. I am just curious. Alright, let's go. The person who asked the question wanted to argue, but when those sharp gazes in the dark fell on him, he just wanted to leave quickly. The group at the entrance quickly dispersed. The large living room was left with only me, Ji Yu Qinghan, and Zhang Yueyao, who had already been sitting on the side. Seeing Ji Yu Qinghan actually walking behind me, Zhang Yueyao gave him a half-smiling glance, and yawned, then swayed as he walked out. I am still sleepy, so I'll go back and sleep some more. After Zhang Yueyao left, Ji Yu Qinghan turned and walked towards another door. The living room is for meeting outsiders. I'll take you to the tea room. I just came to confirm one thing with you. There's no need for such trouble. I just plan to ask clearly and leave. But Ji Yu Qinghan thought this way. He didn't intend to let me leave so soon. The next moment I heard Ji Yu Qinghan's excuse. It's not troublesome, you should let me entertain my distinguished guest, Lu Wuyan. After the two of us passed through a small garden and entered the adjacent tea room, Ji Yu Qinghan made a gesture of invitation to me and then asked me what tea I wanted to drink. I said it was fine and sat opposite Ji Yu Qinghan, watching him skillfully start to warm the cup and add tea. I knew he had done this many times, and the blue and white porcelain teacup in his fingertips spun and tumbled was another pleasing sight. Watching this scene, I wasn't in a hurry anymore. Propped my head up and watched him with great interest, slowly brewed the tea, and finally enjoyed the finished product. Seeing that I liked it, Ji Yu Qinghan smiled. After I finished drinking, he refilled it for me. What did you come to see me for? Did you help me deal with those people who were following me? Of course I am just asking. Because among the people I know in Port City, you and Zhang Yueyao are the most familiar and capable. You and Zhang Yueyao. I already asked Zhang Yueyao. She said it wasn't her, so I came to ask you. It was me. When you came in just now, did you see the person kneeling at the door? He was the one who hired people to follow and take photos. Don't worry, I've sent those people away. Seeing my expression turn strange when I heard the word paparazzi, Ji Yu Qinghan added, these photos of your daily outings, I've cleaned them all up. Don't worry. First I thanked him, but I knew this thank you was too light, so I also made my promise. If there's anything you need my help with, I'll do what I can. Ji Yu Qinghan nodded in agreement. Then the map revealed the dagger. Have you had lunch yet? Not yet, actually an hour and a half ago. I just woke up, and the food at home was just ready. Let's go, Mr. Shen. The words Mr. Shen seemed to be chewed many times by the woman, carrying an indescribable meaning. I followed his steps, and unconsciously raised my hand to touch my hot ears. Actually, you can call me by my name or Xiao Mo. My family and friends all call me that. Hearing this, Ji Yu Qinghan's forward steps paused, and then he stopped completely, staring at me intently. Then Ji Yu Qinghan launched an attack, calling me Xiao Mo, and I couldn't resist. Ji Yu Qinghan's somewhat infatuated voice completely defeated me. After he walked forward, I pressed my rapidly beating heart and walked to the dining room. There were already 4 or 5 dishes on the table. We didn't talk much during the meal, but my expression showed that I was very satisfied with the meal. When Aunt Li came to clear the dishes, she specifically praised me. You child, have a great appetite. Thank you, Aunt Li. It's delicious as what my mom makes. Next time you come, tell Qinghan in advance. What dishes do you like to eat? Let Qinghan tell me. I'll cook for you. Aunt Li. Shen Mo nodded obediently, sweetly thanked her again. But after Aunt Li left with a smile of satisfaction, Ji Yu Qinghan suddenly attacked. Xiao Mo, have you thought about when next time will be? Hearing this, I looked up in surprise, meeting Ji Yu Qinghan's half-smiling expression. Why are you that enthusiastic? I am afraid Aunt Li will be disappointed in you. Will I disappoint Aunt Li? It doesn't depend on me, but on you. If Mr. Ji Yu invites me. Hearing this, Ji Yu Qinghan's eyes lit up, and he tentatively asked, then come every day. I raised an eyebrow and then shook my head, politely declining. Ignoring the disappointed look on someone's face, I wiped my mouth. I am full. Thank you for the treat, Mr. Ji Yu. I am going back now. Goodbye, Mr. Ji Yu. But Ji Yu Qinghan said goodbye with his mouth, yet his body instinctively followed me, wanting to see me home. Aren't you busy? I'll just take a taxi myself. He blocked my path, awkwardly bending his waist. I am busy, but I am happy to see you home. If you don't perform well, you'll be rejected again. I'll be very embarrassed. Hearing this, I pulled at the corners of my mouth and gave him a thumbs up. Mr. Ji Yu is thoughtful. Then keep up the good work. On my way back, Ji Yu Qinghan was thinking about this question. Keep up the good work. How to keep up the good work? How should I keep up the good work? So that Shen Mo is willing to come to dinner every day? Even more greedily, to accompany me every moment of every day. When he returned to the Ji Yu family's old house, he saw Aunt Li, who should have been resting, still sitting on the sofa. Aunt Li, why aren't you resting yet? Aunt Li got up, looking at Ji Yu Qinghan with affection. I am waiting for you. Is that young man your sweetheart today? Hearing this, Ji Yu Qinghan's expression softened. He nodded. Then does he like you? Sigh, your personality. No boy has liked you since you were little. Qinghan, since you like him, you must treat him well. When he comes to propose marriage another day, remember to bring the things your mother left for her son-in-law. Seeing Aunt Li getting more and more carried away, Ji Yu Qinghan quickly interrupted her. Aunt Li, I don't even know if he likes me yet. It's too early to say these things now. After saying this, Aunt Li's fantasies were shattered in an instant. She glared at Ji Yu Qinghan with disdain. You're so useless. He's only in Port City for tourism, and he might leave soon. So what? Then won't you take the initiative? You chase him. After you catch him, you can let him settle in Port City. It's not like that. Ji Yu Qinghan rubbed his temples. Zhang Yueyao had said something similar before. It seems everyone defaults to, as long as we are together, I should sacrifice my original life and stay in Port City. But this is not fair to me. Neither of us is an appendage to anyone. We are free people who can go anywhere we want. Shen Mo is free. He can stay wherever he wants. What if he doesn't want to stay in Port City in the future? Aunt Li frowned, somewhat surprised. Ji Yu Qinghan, who was unreasonable, seemed to have changed her personality when it came to me. Ji Yu Qinghan hesitated, almost not at all. Then where is he? I will go wherever he is to see him. Then you should try to make him like you sooner. Otherwise, if you go to see him, he may not necessarily see you. Love has no logic. Since you've taken a liking to him, don't worry about gender. Chase boldly. Ji Yu Qinghan held on, while thinking that I had just ended a relationship. It's better not to be too intense. Pursuing the one you love. This was Ji Yu Qinghan's first time since birth, the most difficult thing she had encountered. The next day I carried the well-packaged snacks back to the hotel. As soon as I reached the door of my room, I saw that the door to my room was wide open, and there were several strangers gathered at the door. There were men and women, but I didn't recognize any of them. At this moment a man's voice came from inside the room. Hurry up and clean the inside. The ship will arrive soon. But I didn't go over. Instead I called Shen Qingyue. The other party had more people. I wasn't stupid enough to confront them alone. After receiving Shen Qingyue's affirmative reply, I hung up the phone and was about to leave. Just then, the waiter who came out of the room saw me at a glance. The other party said excitedly, "Mr. Shen, you're back." As soon as these words were spoken, the people inside and outside the room instantly focused on me who had just lifted my foot to leave. At this moment I didn't stop, but instead quickened my pace. But the other party clearly had no intention of letting me leave. The few people guarding the door quickly ran over and blocked me. At the same time, the man in the room slowly walked out. After looking me up and down, he chuckled and said, "Why are you running? I want to use this room. Take your trash and get out. This room is the best located room in this hotel. Lin Luoxuan often uses it to entertain guests. In the past, not many people could afford to live in this room long term. It was usually vacant, but for Lin Luoxuan, it didn't matter if someone was living in it. Just a small character with a little money. He's not even worthy of carrying shoes for him in Port City." Hearing this I also chuckled. Looking at the watch in the other person's hand, I laughed even more contemptuously. "Then what do you mean by holding my trash? I didn't expect me to speak so impolitely." Lin Luoxuan's face stiffened. "What are you talking about? I don't understand human language. It's okay, I can explain it to you. The Patek Philippe perpetual calendar chronograph on your wrist. That Patek Philippe perpetual calendar chronograph, Ref 1518, was auctioned off a year ago at a celebrity auction in country F for 350 million, and the buyer was a businessman from China. His surname is Shen." At this moment, even if he didn't know if my words were true or false. But when Lin Luoxuan heard the price of the watch, the first thought that popped into his mind was not caution or fear, but greed. Worth 350 million. No wonder I liked him at first sight. He raised his hand and looked at his watch. His thoughts raced in his mind. He quickly made a decision. "I don't know what you're talking about, but this watch was originally mine. Throw this guy and his trash out. He calls the shots in Hong Kong. Now that the watch is on him, it belongs to him." Lin Luoxuan. No matter who asks. I felt for the weapon hidden in my pocket, and thought about how to escape. However, before I could make a move, the elevator door behind us dinged open. The next moment a tall woman walked out quickly with more than 10 bodyguards. I looked back, and immediately recognized her, the head of the Shen family's branch in Hong Kong, and Shen Qingyue's representative in Hong Kong. "Sister Luowei, I am here." Seeing the boy who was as handsome as in the photo, Lin Luowei was once again stunned. He quickly ran to my side, and without a word he looked me up and down. Seeing that I wasn't injured, he finally relaxed. "Don't worry, I am not hurt. We didn't even get to fight. We were just about to." And Lin Luoxuan, from the moment Lin Luowei appeared, his gaze had been fixed on her. But the first thing he did when he saw Lin Luowei appear was to care about me. His face immediately darkened. "Lin Luowei, why are you here? What's your relationship with him?" Hearing the voice at this moment, Lin Luowei turned his head, but he never expected that the danger I encountered was related to Lin Luoxuan. "It's you. So what if it's me? You're just a daughter abandoned by the Lin family. HMPH, don't think you can change anything by coming here. Lin Luowei, I am telling you, whether it's you or this person, if I say the word, you'll both have to scram." To be honest, Lin Luowei and Lin Luoxuan hadn't seen each other for a long time, but no matter how much time had passed, his half-brother was still as stupid as ever. So he walked up to Lin Luoxuan and raised his hand under the other's stunned gaze, and then brought it down hard. With a slap, Lin Luoxuan's face turned to the side and quickly became red and swollen. Lin Luowei shook his hand, which had gone numb from the force. "This slap is just the interest. Lin Luoxuan, you can't offend just anyone. Numb hands from overexertion. This slap is just collecting interest first. Lin Luoxuan is not someone you can offend." After he finished speaking, Lin Luoxuan only then realized that he had been slapped. Seeing this, he covered his face and shouted frantically, "Who gave you the guts to lay a hand on me? Ah, you're finished." However, Lin Luowei just looked disdainfully at Lin Luoxuan, who was rushing towards him. He was stopped by the bodyguards he brought. "Sister Luowei, could you please step aside for a moment?" My voice suddenly interrupted their argument. Lin Luowei turned around and saw me holding my phone and recording. Lin Luoxuan, who also saw my actions, subconsciously hid his hand behind his back. "Alright, you don't need to hide it anymore. I've already recorded it, and I've recorded all of your faces." After saying that, I lowered my head and sent the video to Shen Qingyue. Then I continued to drive back. The valuable things in my room are not just that watch. There are plenty of things of equal value. If even one is missing or damaged, you'll have to pay for it. There weren't enough people just now. I was as cowardly as I could be. But now I walked past Lin Luoxuan into my room. Although I was prepared, seeing my things scattered all over the floor in a mess, and even fragments of a jade bracelet, my heart ached and clenched. This is a top-grade imperial green glass type jadeite. I took out my phone again to record a video. Only when I confirmed that only this bracelet was damaged did I relax a little. Then I looked at the people Lin Luowei brought. Lin Luoxuan, who was blocking the door. "You are the one who is going to be finished." Lin Luowei's expression was also not good. He didn't expect Lin Luoxuan to be so stupid. "Are there many damaged items?" Quite a few worth several hundred million. Hearing the amount, Lin Luowei's mouth opened in surprise. Lin Luoxuan was stunned for a moment, then roared. What nonsense are you talking about? Carrying so many valuable things with you. Although he said that, Lin Luoxuan was extremely uneasy in his heart. Unfortunately this time I didn't even spare him a glance. Instead I turned and sat on the sofa in the room. When Uncle Hat arrives, you can yell at me then. What do you mean? You called the police. Hearing this, Lin Luoxuan wanted to rush into the room, but was stopped by Lin Luowei's bodyguards. Lin Luowei, tell your people to step aside. You'd better not be foolish again. You're threatening me. I am telling you. In Hong Kong not everyone who calls the police is effective. Even if you are a dragon, Mr. Shen, you'll have to lie down for me. Hearing this I glanced at him, and replied with a simple "oh." He wanted to say more, but saw me walk aside while on the phone, giving him no chance to speak. I tried to say hello, hearing my relatively normal voice. Ji Qinghan on the other end of the phone's suspended heart suddenly dropped. Uncle Hat is here. He'll be there soon too. I don't care. How did Ji Qinghan know something happened to me? I only know that after something happened to me, he's coming right over. Thinking this, my mood improved a lot. He'll be here soon. You care about me so much. Of course you are my only distinguished guest. If I don't care about you, who else would I care about? Only me. Yes, only you. Ji Qinghan on the other end of the phone was silent for a moment. Then he replied firmly, what about the future? The future too. Ji Qinghan stopped at the hotel entrance. He looked up at the building in front of him. He took a deep breath. With you there's a need to imagine the future. Shen Mo I've arrived. Hearing this, I shivered with goosebumps. Then I looked at the phone number on my phone and laughed. Then I'll wait for you. Ji Qinghan. At the same time, Lin Luoxuan at the door was cursing. Lin Luowei, why are you helping him so much? What good does it do you to make such a big deal out of it? And you're helping an outsider like this. Aren't you afraid he'll tell Dad? Lin Luowei was expressionless, unmoved. Seeing this, Lin Luoxuan's face turned red. He directly took out his phone and started to threaten. I am calling Dad right now. This was the threat Lin Luowei feared most in the past, but now he was just standing at my door annoying me. Soon Lin Luoxuan called, Dad, my sister and a man are bullying me. Lin's father on the other end of the phone had a stern face. Which bastard? Let him talk on the phone. Not a single question, just because Lin Luoxuan complained. Lin's father assumed that the matter was Lin Luowei's fault. Hearing this, Lin Luoxuan smiled triumphantly at Lin Luowei. After speaking, he turned on the speakerphone and handed the phone over. Dad wants you to answer the phone. Lin Luowei lowered his eyes and looked at the phone in front of him. Even though he knew he was abandoned by the Lin family, hearing Lin's father's voice now, he still felt a little uncomfortable. Just as he hesitated whether to raise his hand, my hand suddenly reached out. Old man, who are you? Hearing a strange voice, Lin's father frowned. He impatiently ordered, and who are you? Hurry up and let Lin Luowei answer the phone. Why should I listen to you? Don't you understand human language? And why? What are you? You dare to ask me why in front of me? What am I? Then you're finished. I should now be considered a creditor of your Lin family. Hearing this, Lin's father was stunned. He suddenly had a bad feeling. I have no obligation to answer. So I hung up the phone directly. Then I threw the phone to Lin Luoxuan. Watching him scramble to catch it, I raised my eyebrows and curved my lips. The moment the elevator door opened, Ji Qinghan saw me like this. It was as if he had been hit hard by something. He stared at me intently. My mind was blank. Instinctively he took a step closer to me, until I noticed him. At this moment my smile deepened. I even waved at him. This gesture was like a master calling his own puppy. But strangely, Ji Qinghan didn't push him away. Instead he walked faster. Everyone present, only Ji Qinghan and I were smiling. The others had all changed their expressions. Ji Qinghan looked straight ahead, walking directly to my side. What kind of outcome do you want for this matter? Compensation. But you don't need to do it. I'll do it myself. Okay, I'll listen to you. The woman's gentle demeanor made Lin Luowei doubt her eyes. Not just her, even Lin Luoxuan, who had been weak-kneed and almost unable to stand since Ji Qinghan appeared, widened his eyes. If I had known I had a relationship with Ji Qinghan, he wouldn't have dared to do anything. I thought to myself. Lin Luoxuan tremblingly took off his watch, handing it back to me, trying to ease our relationship. Mr. Shen, your watch. I am returning it to you. Today's matter, can you not hold it against me? Not holding a grudge would be difficult. Perhaps you, a person from Hong Kong, don't know me. Those who know me know that I am a very vengeful person. As I said, I took the watch from Lin Luoxuan's hand, pinched it with 2 fingers disdainfully and shook it. Then I threw it back into Lin Luoxuan's hand. And I don't want anything dirty. Hearing this, Lin Luoxuan's face instantly turned pale. He tried to explain, but looking at Ji Qinghan's cold eyes, he was so scared that he didn't dare to say anything. Soon Uncle Hat arrived. I directly handed over the video on my phone to the person in charge. After they finished investigating the scene, they also retrieved the hotel's surveillance footage. The person in charge then ordered, please come with us, you and your people. Lin Luoxuan's face was pale, his hand holding the phone. After hesitating for a long time, he still called his father Lin, cooperating with Uncle Hat. After making the statement, Lin Luowei and I left. Lin Luowei didn't dwell on it, and immediately said with a smile, Luowei Jia is like my sister. Just call me Shen Mo. Shen Mo, where do you plan to stay next? Hotels are safe in some ways, but anyone with a certain status or position can find a way to get involved. Has the house my sister said she prepared for me been cleaned up? It has been cleaned up. Then I'll move in directly. As I said, I turned to look at Ji Qinghan. Do you have anything important to do next? However, Ji Qinghan wasn't really free. She just felt that the most important thing at the moment was to help me settle down. No, to accompany you. On the contrary, Lin Luowei rushed over, abandoning her business partners. Now that Ji Qinghan is accompanying me, I have no more worries. After saying goodbye, she hurried away again. After Lin Shiwei left, Ji Qinghan suddenly said, Lin Luowei is now working for Rongsheng Group. And then there was no follow-up. Seeing that I had no intention of explaining, Ji Qinghan didn't bring it up again. Instead, she pointed to the car. Let's go, I'll help you move. You're doing it yourself? Is there a problem? You are the esteemed CEO Ji Yu. Helping me move seems like overkill, doesn't it? 2 hours later, Shangxi Jiajing. This is the largest and most luxurious villa area in Port City. When I followed the building number Lin Shiwei sent me to find the house, Ji Qinghan paused for a moment. Sister, is the house you said you'd let me live in ready? It's ready. Then I'll move in directly. As I spoke, I turned to look at Ji Qinghan. Do you have anything to do next? However, Ji Qinghan wasn't really free. She just felt that the most important thing at the moment was to help me settle down. No, to accompany you. On the contrary, Lin Luowei rushed over, abandoning her business partners. Now that Ji Qinghan is accompanying me, I have no more worries. After saying goodbye, she hurried away again. After Lin Shiwei left, Ji Qinghan suddenly said, Lin Luowei is now working for Rongsheng Group. I know. And then there was no follow-up. Seeing that I had no intention of explaining, Ji Qinghan didn't bring it up again. Instead, she pointed to the car. Let's go, I'll help you move. You're doing it yourself? Is there a problem? You are the esteemed CEO Ji Yu. Helping me move seems like overkill, doesn't it? 2 hours later, Shangxi Jiajing. This is the largest and most luxurious villa area in Port City. When I followed the building number Lin Shiwei sent me to find the house, Ji Qinghan paused for a moment. After I noticed, I casually asked, what's wrong? If I told you the house next door was mine, would you believe me? What a coincidence. Then please take care of me in the future, new neighbor. As I spoke, I extended my hand towards Ji Qinghan. Ji Qinghan reacted quickly. She immediately replied, please take care of me too, Mr. Shen. When she let go, she also quietly rubbed my palm. On the other hand, Lin Luoxuan never expected that. Even though his father had pulled strings from above, he still couldn't get out. Moreover, after the lawyer learned about the whole story, the only solution he could come up with was a private settlement. But the prerequisite was that I had to agree. After the neighbor's lawyer repeatedly requested to meet, I received a call from my own lawyer 3 days later. When I arrived at the location, the group of people inside had already been waiting impatiently. Father Lin sat on the chair without moving. He urged me to speak before I could sit down. Tell me, how much money do you want to let my son go? Hearing this, I first walked to the main seat in the middle and sat down. Then I slowly finished a cup of tea before replying to him. 1 billion. Mr. Shen. That's quite an opening offer. I leaned back. I took the photo handed to me by the lawyer beside me and threw it in front of Father Lin. It was you who farted too loudly. You can't even come up with 1 billion. Why are you pretending to be rich in front of me? Do you know how much the watch your son stole costs? Do you know how much the jade bracelet he broke costs? Do you know how much the things I lost are worth? 1 billion is all mine. Considering you are Luo Wei's biological father, I've lowered the price. Father Lin had seen these photos before, but he hadn't taken them seriously then. Now he had no choice but to. He picked up the appraisal report on the table to examine it. But the more he read, the uglier his expression became. Finally, Father Lin even crumpled the appraisal report until it was deformed. He thought about what Lin Luoxuan had said and began to argue. The things you lost couldn't possibly be worth that much. My son only took 1 watch from you. The only thing damaged was the jade bracelet. Who said my things? I say they're worth as much as I lost. There are entry records for my things at the airport. Now they're gone. Naturally, I can only blame Mr. Lin for the illegal intrusion. Of course, as long as Mr. Lin can prove he didn't take them. I'll admit I am unlucky. But Father Lin knew. Lin Luoxuan couldn't prove that his intrusion was a fact, nor that he rummaged, damaged, or even stole my things. Even if he could produce it, it wouldn't be on Lin Luoxuan. After several deep breaths, Father Lin picked up a fawning smile. Why doesn't Mr. Shen tell us? How do you want to handle this matter? This matter? Lin Luowei is your daughter. Hearing this, Father Lin's heart skipped a beat. Yes, I heard Mr. Shen has a good relationship with her. A very good one. I like Sister Luowei very much. Father Lin immediately breathed a sigh of relief. He rubbed his face, and then began to try to get closer. Since we're all family, why doesn't Mr. Shen for Luo Wei's sake let Luo Zan go? After he finished speaking, no one expected that I would actually nod in agreement. Even Father Lin's mouth widened in disbelief. But then the next second, I tapped the table, and began to add, for Sister Luo Wei's sake, as long as you hand over the shares that Sister Luo Wei's mother left her to Sister Luo Wei, then the amount will be halved, and I'll withdraw the lawsuit, and let your precious son go. Impossible, these are 10% of Lin's shares. Old man, I think you've misunderstood something. I am not discussing this with you. I am informing you. Either you reach a settlement according to my demands, or Lin Luoxuan will obediently go to jail. Of course I know Lin Luo isn't enough of a bargaining chip. Then I don't know if adding Rongsheng and you, all of the Lin family's collaborations? These words hit Lin's father's head like a heavy hammer. He shook his head and only came to his senses after a while. What exactly do you mean? You didn't think about today when you forced Sister Luo Wei to cooperate, did you? Nowadays, Half of your Lin family's projects are invested in by Rongsheng. Have you ever thought about what would happen if Rongsheng withdrew its investment? The resources your Lin family has currently invested will all be in vain. I think you should have thought about it. It's just that you don't believe Sister Luo Wei would treat the Lin family like that. After all, the Lin family is his mother's life's work. And in your opinion, she's just a woman working for Rongsheng. She can't represent Rongsheng. No matter how capable she is, what waves can she make? After all, these projects are genuinely making money for Rongsheng. Why would Rongsheng pursue it? Actually, you weren't entirely wrong. Sister Luo Wei indeed wouldn't touch her mother's life's work. But I am different. What does the Lin family have to do with me? At worst, your Lin family collapses. I Rongsheng will support another Lin family later. Anyway, Lin Luo Wei also has the surname Lin. I didn't even look at Lin's father, who stood up angrily. I calmly poured myself another cup of tea. Who are you? I've already said it. I am your Lin family's biggest creditor. Aren't you afraid that my Lin family will drag your Rongsheng down with us? Hearing this, I immediately laughed. Why should I be afraid? Rongsheng can break a finger for your Lin family. Do you think I would care? Actually, I don't need to say it. Lin's father also understands this principle. Before he forced Lin Luo Wei to cooperate with the Lin family, he was gambling on Rongsheng AAMNN. The headquarters is thousands of miles away. As long as the problems in the cooperation are not too big, Rongsheng wouldn't notice this place. But he never expected me to appear. Even less did he expect me to stand up for Lin Luo Wei. At this thought, he almost fell off his chair. After a moment, Lin's father stood up with difficulty, leaning on the table. He thought he could give up on Lin Luoxuan, but he absolutely couldn't give up on the Lin family. So he obediently lowered his head. When I go back, I'll have Luo Wei come over to sign the share transfer agreement. Please, be merciful. Spare Luo Zan and the Lin family. One thing is one thing. You can't shortchange me on compensation. Lin's father almost spat out a mouthful of old blood, but he could only nod with a forced smile. After making a futile gesture, I watched Lin's father turn around stiffly. He walked away stiffly. Finally, I let out a cold laugh. I took out my phone. Hello sis, the matter is resolved. On the other end of the phone, Shen Qingyue said lightly. I was about to hang up the phone, but then I remembered something. I asked him again, are you hiding something from me? You care so much about Sister Luo Wei. Are you hiding something from me? After a long while, Shen Qingyue didn't answer. I called out again. Sister. The next moment my sister stammered and brushed me off. This made me even more convinced that these two had something going on. Listening to the busy signal after she hastily hung up the phone, I pouted.